Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, ensure that you hit that subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back and thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos and for always supporting me. I know it's been long since I did a video, but I'm back like I never left. We are doing our first video of 2025 and we have amazing content that you don't have to miss. Ensure that you watch this video until the end. Hit that subscribe button, like, turn on the post notification bell so that whenever we have such an amazing video, you'll be the number one to be notified. And if this video is helpful to you, remember to call your friends to come watch and learn something also. As you can be able to see on your title, I want us to discuss about direct clients, about different ways of getting direct clients and how you handle them whenever you are able to get them. The first thing that you need to understand that these direct clients are the students, our student wenyewe. There are so many people coming to my inbox asking about employers, direct clients, and so on. They don't really understand what we mean by direct clients. I take that initiative always to educate them and let them know what is the difference between a direct client, an employer, an account, and so on. And I think that is the very first thing I'm going to do on this video, so that if there is anybody out there who doesn't understand who is a direct client, we'll be able to understand, and so that we can be able to move together. A direct client, huyu ni huyo student mwenye anapeana kazi yake ifanywe. It must not be a student. There must be somebody else, maybe in a company, that wants you to do their work. There is no middleman in there. Is there? Client and the writer. Hakuna middleman hapo katikati. That's why we call them direct clients. There is a difference between a direct client and an employer. An employer anaweza kuwa ni mtu akona direct client mwenye anachukua kazi anakupatia. So the employer here acts as a middleman between the client and the writer. So an employer is a middleman, an account is a middleman, but a direct client is whereby a producer and a consumer muna link directly without having a middleman into there. A writer writes the work and the clients take the works direct without having any connection. I hope mmenielewa. There is a client here and then most probably kunakuanga na account. These clients are the ones who puts work in the account so that you can be able to pick work kutoka kwa account. Account pay iko na management yake, and then after the account utakuta maybe there is the owner of the account who might be a writer and who might not be a writer. So kama si writer, he's outsourcing the work, anapeana kazi watu wafanye, and he's paying. That is the one that is called the employer. So there is a direct client, an account, an employer, and then the writer, ule mwenye anafanya kazi. And with that chain, you can be able to see that it's very important to get a direct client, because if we imagine a direct client maybe pays $10 for one page, and then the account deducts maybe $3. The employer now gets $7 because the account ilikata already at $3, and then the employer getting $7 decides to pay you $4 and takes the $3. So hapo katikati we have lost a whole $6. Wewe unafikiwa na $4. Imagine if you had this client as a direct client, it means you could take home the whole $10. So that's why I always insist that direct clients are better than having an employer, and are also better than having an account. So if you can get a direct client, it's way better than having an account, because the account wako biashara, wanachukua hizi job, wana post, they cut a certain percentage and then they pay you. So it's very important to get a direct client. At this point, we know who is a direct client, and we know it's very important to get a direct client. So I don't know why you are there and you still don't have direct clients. Maybe you are working under an employer, you are working under an account. Ensure that you get a direct client, because it is very important. Without kuongea sana, let's go direct to what brought us here. And before we do that, ensure that you give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment down below on what you think about this video and what you want to see on our next video. Suggest topics that you want to see on our next videos, and share with your friends to come learn how they can be able to get direct clients. On to how to get direct clients. This is very important. I need you to understand your target audience. The first thing, you should understand your target audience, because sitaki uende kuongelesha mtu mwenye ashamaliza shule to give you work. They won't have any work. Sitaki uende kuongelesha maybe mtu mwenye anafanyanga plumbing and them to give you graphic design work. They won't give you graphic design work. So you need to first of all identify your target audience. That is very, very important. Identify your target audience. So if you are an academic writer, there are different kinds from different fields: academic writing, article writing, virtual assistant, graphic design, data entry, and so on. Let's take for an academic writer first. If you're an academic writer, I don't expect you to go looking for direct clients mostly maybe 70 years, 80 years. There are chances that they might be in school, but there are very minimal chances. Maybe 1% of 70, 80 years can be maybe studying online or so on. But that is not your target audience. Your target audience is maybe from age 13 to 17 for those who are in high school, and from 18 to around that, or maybe 30, 35 for those who are in colleges and universities. So you first need to identify your target audience. If you're an academic writer, identify the audience. Ni group gani, ni kina nani hao wenye natafuta. That is the very, very first step. If you're an article writer, look for companies, those who are promoting their products, because those are the ones who post articles on their website, so that when people are reading the articles, ads huwa a pop up kwa website so that they can be able to advertise their work. Nika venye tu unaonanga TV, and in between watching your TV there are ads, maybe at your Safaricom, at your Naivas, at your... So when you are reading articles, that's why they pay you a lot of money to write interesting articles, so that people can come to their website to read the articles, but they are not necessarily benefiting directly from the articles. But when people come to read the articles on your website, they bring traffic, one, and again they are able to put ads of their services. The companies are able to pay a lot of money to those website owners to be able to advertise their services on those websites. So unafaa hapa, kama wewe ni article writer, you should target those companies, those individuals who own websites and so on, to be able to give you article writing work so that they can be able to post on their websites. So we have said the first step is to identify your target audience. By identifying your target audience, ukisha realize mimi nataka student, mimi nataka website owners, mimi nataka these people, you will be able now to come and identify where to find them. Utajua nafaa kuwapata wapi. If I want student, the first thing you have to understand, huwezi kuta student kwa website. Most of them don't even have website. Most of them don't have even money to create websites, but you can be able to find them on student platforms. And whenever you can be able to interact with students, mostly in student platforms with apps like Kina, WeChat, GroupMates, and so on. Another place you can be able to find students is social media pages. Students are the highest users of social media. I don't want social media every time. So any social media, you can be able to get students there, and these students are the ones that we are looking for if you are an academic writer. So you have to identify where to find them. The first thing we said is who are you looking for, and then the second thing is where to find them. You have to identify where to find them. If ni watu wa graphic design, enda watafute kwa groups za graphic design, uko ndo utapata wanatafuta watu. If ni student, look for them kwa websites za ma student, maybe where platforms are ma student, kakina WeChat, GroupMe, and so on. And again, you can be able to get them on social media, because unajua tu youths, it's very normal hata in Kenya or wherever youths, you are able to get them social media, wako tu ko wana chat and so on. So identify where to. After knowing who you are looking for and where to find them, you now need to look for strategies to identify the most potential clients. Because it doesn't mean that if somebody is between a certain age bracket, maybe 18 years, 22 years, they are a student. They are not students. See what any student, we know, see whatever wako shule, wengine maybe washamaliza, some are not even interested with kusoma and so on. So you have now to identify this particular person anaweza kuwa ni student, this another person anaweza kuwa ni student. And how are you able to identify that? You are able to identify that by mostly what they are posting. kenye wana post. That is what we tell you huyu anaweza kuwa student, who hawezi kuwa student. For the student platforms unaweza kuta maybe most of them, almost all the student, but for social media you need to identify who anaweza kuwa student, who anaweza kuwa student. For student you find them maybe asking their fellow student, how is your school, have you done your homework, how is school taking you, what about vitu kama hizo school related things. So now you are able to identify that this person must be a student, not might be a student, who anaweza kuwa ni student. So that what we are doing here, we are trying to narrow down the possibility, try to narrow down here. Maybe you have 1000 people, you factor out hawa ni wazee, hawa hawezi kuwa shule, these are very young, hawezi kuwa shule, unachunja hao. Unachunja tena, unaona wenye wako social media wanaweza kuwa student, wenye wako kwa a certain platform hawawezi kuwa student, tena unawachunja down. Now here we come to identify these youths. Hapa tushana down kabisa, unaangalia huyu anaweza kuwa student, huyu anaweza kuwa student, huyu hawezi, and then you narrow them down again. Una identify specific people, huyu unaweza tuma messages, huyu unaweza tuma messages. Why are we doing that? Because if you send maybe random messages, uta get tired without maybe sending text to the right client. So tunajaribu kunarrow down so that whenever you send maybe a 50 text, you will at least send to maybe 20 or 30 students, and increasing your chances of getting direct clients. Mshawaonyesha, una narrow down, unaweza identify. Now after narrowing down, you need to understand what are you going to do after that. After hapo utafanya nini? Ushajua huyu anaweza kuwa student, huyu anaweza kuwa student. What I usually tell my trainees when wanakujanga na train to get direct. By the guys, you are very lucky. I'm teaching you this absolutely free. I charge a lot of money to train how to get direct clients, but I'm teaching you absolutely free on this. So what you do, ensure tu kenye unaweza nifanyia, it's liking this video, commenting, subscribing, and so on. And if ukisikia hujaelewa, you can come to my inbox. I'll attach my number over here. I'll be able to give you a step-by-step training on how you are able to get direct clients. Tutaongea hiyo huko mwisho on how you are going to go about that. So guys, ensure you watch this video until the very last minute kabisa huko mwisho. So guys, we have said now usha identify ni hawa. What do? You guys, you have to sit down and now strategize on how are you going to approach this person. How am I going to talk to this person? Remember your first presentation, venye unajipresent mara ya kwanza, even on a job interview or certain things, or how you meet a person on the first time. Imagine maybe you met with somebody online, you've been talking and so on, but the first impression you create on somebody, that's how they are going to kuelewa, kukubeba all that time that you be maybe talking, meeting and so on. So how are you going to approach this client? Huwezi enda kuambia client just hey and keep quiet. What are you hearing about? You need to have a good strategy on how you are going to approach them. One being sitting down and crafting a very formal and maybe realistic message that you are going to send to them. Huwezi enda kuambia client at hey dear, how are you been doing? No. Don't be so informal. Try to be maybe very formal. Maybe she or he is called, maybe she is called Jane. Hello Jane, this is so, and this is what you want. Highlight those things. Huwezi mwambia tu hey, anajuaje kama ni mtu anataka kumdanganya, anajuaje kama ni mtu just wasting their time. Ensure that you maybe kitu ya kwanza to definitely you have to hey them, maybe hey Jane, if at all you are able to know their name. If you don't know their name, you can use maybe something like sir, madam, hey sir, hey madam, and so on. After that, ensure that you highlight your qualification, highlight your experience, highlight what you want, because you cannot just go to somebody's inbox and then you are just there haying and so on. Right? Qualification, highlight your experiences, and highlight what you want. Maybe I'm looking for to help you on your assignment, biology assignment, to help you on history assignment, and so on. So after identifying that, now you can be able to send that text to that person and wait for their feedback. Okay, you design what you are going to text them. After designing a very good text and very convincing, it must be convincing, it must be a very enticing text, not enticing in a bad way, but a very good text that when somebody sees that text, atakuwa zile za wow, this person, I can give them a chance. Even though I don't know them, I can give a chance. I remember there was some time I sent a text to hizo pitching text to a direct client, and he was like, wow, at least somebody who is explaining more than the just common text. When watu wanaombaga kazi, they just common text, they are explaining themselves, because I've explained my qualification, explained my experience, I've worked for this number of years, I have this and this, maybe I have this degree, I have this and this. Explain to them and then highlight what you really need from them. I need work, maybe I want to assist you on your history assignment and so on. So after that, you can send that text to that person and then wait for their feedback. Okay, maybe a feedback can be yes, a feedback can be a no, a feedback they can tell you to send them more proof, maybe samples of work that you have been doing. Ensure you have some samples, because some people will ask you for samples and others will not really give you samples, but they will give you a test, maybe some work, so that you can submit that work. After submitting now, they can have a long-term engagement with you. After now that, you ensure, maybe I don't think there's something very important, but I don't want this video to be very long, so I think on after direct client I'll stop on that point. If you want a detailed video, you want a part 2 of this video, a very detailed video with more points, you can comment on the comment section and I'll be able to do that. I don't want to do a very long video, I just wanted to tell you the key points, the very main points, what you need to understand. But with that already nishakuonyesha, ushatuma message, now you expect a yes or a no. If it's a yes, you can now go ahead, do what sasa. Mostly from there conversation itaflow. Sitakwambia juu I don't really know what the client will answer or something, hata sijui the approach yenye sasa atakuja nayo, so hapo mostly conversation will flow. But at that point, at least you have the main idea of how you are going to pitch for direct client. You can now even after that you negotiate about the price, about the payment. Maybe utakuwa unalipwa lini. Some will pay you after every order, some will prefer paying after 3 or 5 orders to kupunguza the transaction cost, and so on. But some will pay you weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and so on. You guys are going to agree on the price. Don't exaggerate the price. Usiitishe pesa mingi, usikuwe na tamaa sana. Uitisha a lot of money, because some clients will run away. Again, don't underquote your price, because most of the people, when you give a very small price, like umwambie unamlipisha like $2, he or she is going to doubt your quality, your work quality. Wata doubt, mbona unalipisha kidogo hivyo, so you might be doing low quality work and so on. So ensure that you umekuwa hapo katikati, ukuwe na range mzuri, usitisha a lot na usikuwe umetisha pesa kidogo sana. And then ensure that you have the very important point I want to tell you. If you happen to get this direct client now, let's assume umepata huyo client, the most important thing you need to do is have very high quality work. Quality number moja, because there is nobody will be willing to continue working with you if at all your quality is poor. So ensure that you have high quality work. The second thing, ensure that you have non-plagiarized work. Usiplagiarize kazi, my friend. Usiplagiarize. Don't go and copy paste work from the internet. Don't do that, because whenever they notice you are doing that, watakosa hata kukulipa and they will disappear, because they have tools for checking. I don't mean that you should sit down and start typing everything. You can research, paraphrase, and una make sure umetest. I always tell you that ensure you test for grammar, ikuwe mzuri kabisa. Ensure that you test for plagiarism and test for AI. Just kuna AI. Ensure you have done those 3 things before you submit the work. So ensure that your work is iko tu sawa kabisa, hakuna makosa mtu anaweza itoa. Hata heri ukose kuperform as expected, because most of them will bring the work back for revision. So that's no problem. Don't copy paste. In case you didn't score as they expected, they bring back work for revision. But if you can avoid revision, the better. So those are the main point, guys. I think I've highlighted the most important things that you need to know when looking for direct clients. If you feel that I didn't give out the main point, I'm not giving you the detailed training, because I'm just highlighting. This is a video, I don't want it to be very, very long. If you feel you want a more detailed training on how to get direct clients, you can be able to reach me on this number. Take a number yangu ya WhatsApp here, and I'll be able to get back to you and train you at a very affordable fee. My training comes with the most with those accounts, like for example the Kina WeChat, the Kina GroupMe. When you pay for training, I'm going to give give you the accounts. Kuna package yenye inakuja na hizo accounts zote na kupatia for free. If you want kulipa for the package yenye haina, and then you are going to look for them when we are training and so on, it's still okay. So guys, I hope I helped at least somebody out there and made your journey of searching for direct client easier. And if I did that and you enjoyed this video, don't go without giving me a thumbs up, and don't go without subscribing and turning on the post notification bell, because turning on the post notification bell is the only way that you'll get notified whenever I post a new video na utakuwa wa kwanza kuiona. And I always tell you, when you are the first one to see the video, you will practice the whatever I'm saying before other people flock in there, and you are going to have an advantage. Don't forget to comment on whichever video you want to see on this channel. I'm telling you that I'm back. I'll be doing videos back to back. I'll be doing at least 3 videos in a week, so ensure that you turn on that post notification bell so that you will get notified, and comment on what video you want to see on this channel. Even if it's a practical video, guys, I'm going to do it for you because you always come here to support me. So guys, don't think I have anything else to say on this video. Until the next video, bye.